Hi, welcome to our Intro to Oils class. It's been a long time since I've taught just a regular Intro to Oils class. I talk a lot about some special topics. I love digging into the topic of self-care. I have a series for teachers. I like talking about reducing toxicity, but it's really important to go back and remember the basics. Even if you learned about essential oils first, a long time ago, or if you're just new to them now. Everywhere you look, you see essential oils or you see things that are called essential oils, but we really need to separate fact from fiction on this because it's not like getting a fake handbag. You know, there can be really bad consequences for getting a fake essential oil. So we'll go into that. I'm going to share a little presentation with you. I always start with a PowerPoint presentation because I feel like it helps keep me organized. It keeps me on track, and it helps a lot of people who are visual learners to see some things. So my name's Catherine Case. My platform is called Essential Oils Daily. You can go to my website, catherinecase.com, and find the Essential Oils Daily section. I have been using essential oils since 2010, and then I started teaching others about them a few years after that. We were introduced to this world of natural health through doTERRA. I haven't used other essential oils, but I see them when I look around, and I wonder how people could get mixed up with other companies that might not be doing things the right way. Essential oils are just compounds from plants, and they can be steam distilled or cold pressed from the plant, depending on what it is. This is from the lemongrass distillery, and it's just a little quality control. This is the actual steam distillation. So the plant material is put into one of those cylinders, hot water passes through it, steam, and then the water and oil are separated. But other times, if people aren't distilling the oils the way they should, they can use chemicals to strip the oil from the plant. They can fake the constituents of a plant. They can, there's all different ways in which oils are adulterated, unfortunately. And there's not a lot of ways to find out how, but your body does know the difference, right? So your cells know the difference. So why would you use essential oils? We use them for everything from cleaning. We use them in food. We use them in smoothies. We use them in our skincare. We use them for first aid. We use them as natural preventative medicine. I think it's always a wise idea to take care of yourself now and get out ahead of things that might be coming. So it's wise to look at your family history or your genetic makeup. For example, I have a family history of heart disease, so I do a lot of things to take care of my heart and hopefully prevent any disease of my heart. So this is a little picture that shows you what's available on the market as far as essential oils go. The vast majority of essential oils on the market are synthetic. So a synthetic oil might have similar aroma to the real thing, but it's not going to have any positive benefit for you. As a matter of fact, it's going to have a negative impact in most cases. A lot of synthetic fragrances are endocrine disruptors. They interfere with your respiratory tract. A lot of people get headaches from synthetic aromas. Those are really just your body's way of saying, keep out. This is not good. You want to keep it away from you. And then there's the food standard. So the FDA does oversee that portion of the market. It's called, their standard for it is called GRAS, or generally regarded as safe. And so for me, that's a little bit too general, right? And then there's something that would have the therapeutic benefit. And that's what existed before doTERRA. Aromatherapy has been around for a long time, and we have plant extracts that have some therapeutic benefit. Unfortunately, no one is really adhering to any consistent standards for purity or potency. So sometimes you'll get, a contaminant mixed in, or you'll get plant material that's inferior. You'll get chemistry that's inconsistent and can't really be used in professional medical settings. So doTERRA wanted consistent results. They wanted therapeutic results that could be tested and be used for the expected outcome that they would hope to have each time. So they established a standard called Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade. And so even though that portion of the little chart is growing, because doTERRA is growing and has been growing for the last 10 years, the synthetic is growing even still because people still buy it. Like, people still believe that when a fragrance company like Glade says they're selling essential oils, people believe that it's the same thing, and it's really not. So please don't take any advice that I ever give you about how I use essential oils in our home. Don't try to apply that to any other company, because I don't know what the outcome would be for you, and I don't want you to get hurt. So you need to know where the plant material has come from. You need to know that there's no fillers or fragrances. There's nothing synthetic, that it's tested to be safe, that the chemical constituents that they expect to be in that individual oil is what is in the oil. So some people try to pass off a similar aroma as that oil, but the chemical constituents would be very different. For example, one company was trying to sell something labeled as cinnamon that was actually cassia. Well, they're similar. They have a very similar aromatic profile, but the chemical profile is vastly different. So you're going to get a different outcome in your body if you're using that internally or if you're diffusing it in the air. So it's not just cutting corners or padding their bottom line. It's actually negligent. It's very dangerous to do this. So you need to be able to look up your test results. So doTERRA has a website called Source to You, where we can take our bottle of oil, we could look at the batch number on the bottom, plug it in, and then we could see the test results for ourselves to know what is in the bottle, because most places don't have that. So it's very important that your essential oils are pure and they're potent and they're tested, and that you can actually know what's in it, that you're not just taking the face value of the label, because unfortunately, since no one is regulating the market, people can say whatever they want. Like, people can say it's 100% pure, but it doesn't really have to be. It has to contain a component that's pure, maybe like a small percentage. And then the rest could be a filler oil or a carrier oil. And so the therapeutic value that you're going to get from that is not going to be very substantial. There's lots of different ways that people are doing the fake thing. But it's just important for you to know what's in yours. So here are a few different ways you can use essential oils. You can use them aromatically. So I have a diffuser going behind me. And then we use oils. Let me see. I always have a little bag of oils right by me. Here's Breathe. That's a really good one. This time of year, whenever there's a seasonal change going, and I'll get into this in a minute too, with this oil. So you can use the oil aromatically like that by putting it in your hand. And then I definitely needed Breathe, and I needed it on my throat because I'm having a little frog in my throat. So I'm using Elevation aromatically. It helps uplift mood. You can also, it's just so simple to put it in your hand and experience the oil like that. And you also saw me use it topically. So I put it right over this area that's kind of giving me a little trouble. I'm trying to record a bunch of videos for you guys today, and I'm not a talker generally, so my voice wears out a little bit. So you can also apply it to your feet or the reflex points on your feet. I have a girl on my team who's a reflexologist, and I'm going to feature her soon to tell you more about that. It's very interesting how you have corresponding points in your body with your feet. It's also safer. You can see that applying it to a baby's foot would be a good idea, because if you have any skin sensitivity, the bottoms of your feet are not going to be fazed by that. And the pores on your feet are large, and it helps the oils absorb into your body. You can also take oils internally with a vegetable capsule that's going to dissolve quickly. You can drop them under your tongue as long as they're not a spicy oil. You want to make sure that your oil, if you're using it internally, that it's labeled for internal use. So for example, let me find one here, Melaleuca, and it will have the supplement facts on the side. So you can see that the supplement facts are listed, and it's going to tell you just how to use it. If it does not have supplement facts like the Breathe, that would not be for internal use. It tells you what's in it, but it's not for drinking in your water. You can also drink it in your water. Like I have this big mason jar with water and a drop of lemon essential oil. Those are really good ways to use them internally. So let's dig into some of the top 10 oils. Lavender is the go-to for so many things. It's soothing for skin. It's provides calming for moods. It's really great for any skin issue that you can think of. Generally, lavender is going to be a go-to for it. It's also a great one to use when you need to calm a group of people or to settle your children down before bed. If you want to help relieve anxious feelings. It's also a really great thing for seasonal support. So when the seasons are changing, if you might have sensitivities to any environmental threats, lavender is going to support your body in a really, really beneficial way. Peppermint is another good one that we use for just about everything. I keep a spray bottle of peppermint with me. It's good for cooling my body down. I live in Nashville. It gets very hot here. Even in October, when it's 90 degrees outside for some reason, it provides a wake-up call, so it's good to do when I'm driving. Also, insects don't like peppermint. So funny story, one time I was driving and I saw a spider on the windshield, and you can't tell if it's on the inside or the outside. So I hit the wipers and it didn't move. So I knew it was on the inside. So I took my peppermint and I sprayed it and it fell down dead. So I just use a few drops of peppermint in a 4-ounce bottle of water, and I add a little pinch of salt to emulsify the oil with the water. I shake it up and then I spray it, and it's good for so many different things. But that day, it could have saved my life, because if I was trying to kill that spider, I could have driven into a ditch, Anyways, it's really helpful for your respiratory tract and your digestive tract. It's going to support both of those things too. So it's a really good one to have on hand. Keep it in your bag. It can be used for many different things. Lemon, like I said, I have some lemon in my water today. It uplifts mood. It neutralizes odor. So if you accidentally burn something in your house, or there's some kind of stinky odor going on, I have a bunch of people ask me about what to do about stinky athletic equipment. Lemon is going to be a great one to make a little spray and spray things down. So you just need, a little bit of the oil in some water with a little pinch of salt, and you can spray things. You can also use it to clean wood. It's really great for getting sticky residue off of, like if you buy something new and the price tag is sticky, or my husband has used it on the back of his car to get the dealer, like sometimes car dealers like to put their name on it, and my husband doesn't like it. So he took it off. He took that metal thing off with some lemon oil and buffed it up to a nice little shine, and it was good to go. It also helps to naturally detoxify your body. You have pathways of elimination for reducing toxicity. If your body can't eliminate a toxin that you come in contact with, we come in contact with a lot of toxins in our modern lifestyle. So if your body can't eliminate it through one of its pathways, it encapsulates it in some fat. So it isolates it. So it's not a danger to your body. So if your fat cells are getting plumper and plumper with toxins, it's always a good idea to clean those pathways. Lemon oil is a great way to do that. It helps to get into those fat cells and remove those toxins too. If you do this a little bit on a consistent basis, it's just going to keep, you're not even going to notice that you're going through a cleanse or anything like that. So just a little bit at a time, be gentle with your body, listen to your body. But it's really, really a good idea to get rid of some toxins. Because like I said, I have a whole class on reduced toxicity if you want to dig into that topic. Melaleuca, it is a really great, you might know it as tea tree oil, but it's really great for keeping your skin bright, keeping your nail beds white and bright. It's good for promoting a healthy scalp. If you have issues with flakiness on your scalp, you could mix some of this in with your shampoo or conditioner and just really massage it in. It purifies air and the surfaces if you want to spray it or diffuse it. It's really beneficial for immune support, and it's cleansing for your body. This one with immune support would be good with oregano. Those two go together for immune support. They're a powerful duo. I'll get into oregano more. Breathe, we talked about a little bit. You can hear that it helped my voice a little bit. It's really great for opening your airways, opening your sinuses, promoting restful sleep. If you have somebody who has respiratory trouble while they're sleeping, you can apply it to the bottoms of the feet before bed, and it's going to help open those airways. And so in turn, you'll get more restful sleep, not that labored breathing. And it's also cooling because it has peppermint and eucalyptus in it. So it's cooling to your skin, which might be beneficial in certain situations when you're fighting something in your body and your body becomes overheated. On Guard is our amazing immune blend. It's called the Protective Blend. It supports immune function. There are tons of studies on the On Guard blend. Go to pubmed.gov and you can search On Guard and come up with lots of different studies that different independent universities and labs have done on this powerful blend. It's great for cleaning the air and surfaces. It's energizing and uplifting. And because the blend is so wonderful, doTERRA has incorporated it into lots of different products, like our hand wash, our throat drops, our toothpaste, our cleaner concentrate. I clean everything with this. We also have it in a mouthwash now that I'm kind of addicted to. I've been using that twice a day, and it's just really, really, I just love the way it makes my mouth feel. So On Guard, we can get that many different ways. Deep Blue Soothing Blend. My husband calls this the gateway oil for a lot of men who are suspicious about these or skeptical about these oils. What are these funny little bottles my wife is using? But this is a really good one for hardworking muscles. If you're an athlete, if you are doing some yard work, you're going to want this before and after. It's going to promote circulation in your body. It's going to soothe those muscles. It has some of our most healing oils like helichrysum, comforting oils like wintergreen. It's just such a soothing blend. It gets deep into that muscle tissue. My kids love it for those middle of the night growing pains. Have you ever heard that? I remember being little and like not understanding why my legs hurt so much after a hard day of running and playing. And now we can do something. I love that about having these tools that as a mother, I'm empowered. I can go in, dilute some of this in my hand, or just use the muscle rub in the middle of the night, just rub their calves, and you could feel those knots just loosening up. So it's good for all of those types of tension. Oregano. I talked about this a moment ago, how it partners really well with Melaleuca. They work together as a team. Oregano also works on its own to be just clarifying, purifying. It has strong antioxidant properties. It's a heavy hitter for your immune system. So if you feel something coming on, get one of those empty vegetable capsules, add a drop or two of oregano and some On Guard, or you could just get the pre-made On Guard Plus capsules that have oregano, black pepper, which is another antioxidant, melissa, which is really, really great for supporting your immune system, and On Guard, and pop those. And you know that just be consistent with it. I make the mistake of when I start to feel better, I forget to take them. Take a few more to follow up and see that sickness out the door. Frankincense, we call it the king of oils. One of my friends says, if it's good enough for baby Jesus, it's good enough for you. When in doubt, use it. So there's so much about this essential oil. It's amazing when we think about the wise men bringing it to the Christ child over 2,000 years ago. And if you go to aromaticscience.com or pubmed.gov and you search frankincense, the amazing benefits that this powerful essential oil has. So obviously the wise men weren't bringing essential oils because modern distillation methods were not yet invented, but they were probably bringing the resin. And in biblical times, it was very valuable. It was traded almost like currency because it was so valuable. And it was what they used to anoint kings. So when they brought it to Jesus, that's what they were saying, is that you are going to be king. DigestZen, digestive blend, it's going to restore balance. So no matter what is going on, if you feel you're going too much or too little, if your digestive system is just off, if you feel like bloated, if you feel, I'm trying to think of a way to say this compliantly, just like if you've eaten something that's not good, it's going to help bring restoration to your digestive system. It's also great when you're traveling, if you experience any of that motion from, if you're in the backseat of a taxi or anything like that. And a surprising use for it, it's also great for your sinuses. So that's another thing that you could use it for. So it promotes the flow in here. You can apply it. Don't apply it too close to your eye, but you can apply it around your sinuses, or you can apply it to your belly button, and it works for your sinuses. Try that one next time you feel a little congested. So even though doTERRA is an essential oil company, the number one best-selling product are these supplements. So I have been taking these for the last 8 years. I couldn't be without them. It's my desert island product request, that if I was ever on a desert island and I can only have one doTERRA product for the rest of my life, it would be this, because I feel so much better. Actually, I have something in there that's not compliant, so I'm going to skip past that real quick. The Lifelong Vitality Pack has these 3 components. So you have the Alpha CRS Plus, which is for your cellular health. That's the one that gives me energy, gives me mental clarity. Then you have the omegas, which we need. Our diet, the modern American diet, is really imbalanced with the types of omegas that we get. We need more of the 6s to balance out all of the 9s. I think that's the way it goes. So there's a lot of, we get the wrong kind and then they get out of balance. So by having the right kind in a supplement, they can balance out the wrong kind in our body. It's good for our cardiovascular health, our cognitive health. It's good for our joints. And it has this beautiful red color in it, and it's because of this beautiful microalgae that's in it. And it's a marine algae, but we don't have any of the typical marine qualities that you might get with contamination. So if you're getting a marine omega from a large fish, there's a greater chance for it to be contaminated with mercury because that fish has been swimming around in the ocean for a long time. But if you get this from a microalgae, then it's, they're harvested and grown in the right conditions and they're not contaminated. It's a beautiful thing. And then Microplex VMZ, those are your vitamins and minerals. VM, vitamin and minerals. So those are whole food supplements so that your body actually knows what to do with them. It's amazing. You'll feel a difference. I never took a supplement before because I couldn't remember to take them because I didn't feel any different. Now, if I don't take this, I feel it. And so I remember to take them because I feel so much better when I do. So they're pure and they're potent. The standards are just as high for these supplements as they are for the oils, and they're actually infused with oils. So if you're trying to remember to take the things that I've mentioned, like taking frankincense every day, they're in the supplements. So you don't have to remember to take each individual thing every day. And then through doTERRA's shopping experience, you can customize what you want to go with it. So if you need, maybe you need more of the omegas, or most people wouldn't need more, but if, say, your spouse or somebody else in your household just wants the omegas, if you need the Mito 2 Max to increase your energy even more, that's really amazing for athletes or anyone requiring a lot of their body. This is really, Mito 2 Max is also good for helping to balance your hormones. It's good for improving cognition. Mito 2 Max stands for in introducing the most oxygen to the mitochondria of your cells. So you're going to get the most energy that way. And you can get it for a deeply discounted rate through this little program. Terrazyme is our food enzyme that helps us to absorb nutrition from food, to actually break down the food that we're eating and absorb nutrition from it. And then the Deep Blue, we're getting some storms here. The Deep Blue polyphenol complex is really good for supporting healthy inflammatory response in your body. If you are somebody who suffers from like achy joints or things like that, you're going to want to have this polyphenol complex in your arsenal. So even if you don't take it every day, it's really good. I use it occasionally when I have tension in my neck, which causes head discomfort. And those polyphenol capsules are always what does the trick for me. So there are some other things that doTERRA has that I need to tell you about. I don't want you to get overwhelmed, but I'm just going to go over some features of them. If you're trying to reduce toxicity in your household, the Barrage skincare is going to be beneficial for you. The hair care is going to be beneficial for you. The Trim Shake, there's 2 flavors of that. Actually, there's 3. One is a vegan formula. So Trim Shake is a really good protein source. It's going to have a low glycemic response in your body, so you're not going to have that blood sugar up and down. And it has the ashwagandha root, so it's going to control cortisol levels in your body, which is great. So even if you don't just have a shake every day, you can add it into your smoothie. I add it into baked goods all the time, or pancakes, because of the protein. It acts like an extra little binder, so you don't need the eggs. So it's a really great thing to have in your household. And of course, doTERRA has all of these other things too. If you go into some of my other videos on YouTube, you will see some of these featured. Really good stuff. The skincare, this skincare has changed my face, especially the brightening gel that's there. But again, there's lots of different things. So those are just some ideas of how to transition your lifestyle over to a more natural way of doing things, incorporating these essential oils. There's not side effects from essential oils. You're just experiencing the side benefits. So you're taking lemon in your water, for example, to boost your energy or to clear your voice, but you're actually detoxifying your body, and you might be reducing bloat when you're doing that. There aren't going to be expirations on these. They last a lot longer. So if you had a pharmaceutical in your cupboard that you were using for a cold, and then the next time somebody in your house gets sick, you go to use that again, and it's probably already expired. You're not going to have that with the essential oils. There are dates on some of them for the sake of the FDA, but if you store your oils properly, they're going to last much, much longer than any pharmaceutical would. You're also going to reduce clutter, because when you have one little bottle that does 10 jobs, you don't need a bunch of stuff all over the place. And you're going to eliminate risky chemicals and dyes and other things like that. And they're usually safer and more effective and less expensive. So it's kind of a win-win. It's been a really good option for us as a family. So there are different ways to shop. doTERRA gives us lots of options. You can purchase retail. I always say friends don't let friends buy retail, because if you're going to spend over $140 in the year, a wholesale membership is going to pay for itself. So a wholesale membership is $35 for the year, and you get 25% off of everything. That's a really good deal. So I know a Costco membership costs more than that and the benefit is less. So then you also get the option to participate in loyalty rewards. I call it a wellness subscription box. And I'll get into that more in a second, but then there's also free product every month. So on the first of the month, doTERRA announces what their promotions are for the month. You can always go to doterra.com or to my website, which is catherinecase.com, to see what those are for the current month, whenever you're watching this recording. So let's get back to the loyalty rewards program. Every time you order through loyalty rewards, you earn a percentage back. And if you increase your ordering through the year, if you're ordering at least $50 or 50 PV worth of product, it increases all the way up to 30% back after a year, which is amazing. So people on my team who've been ordering consistently earn 30% back. And you see that come back and you could spend those points on more products. So it's a really great deal. You can cancel at any time, but no one really ever cancels it because you're increasing your percentage back. And then if you quit, then you have to start back over at 10%, which is still great. I mean, no one else is really offering 10% back on their stuff. Can you imagine if Target did that? Wow. So it's a really good option. So there are lots of different kits that doTERRA has put together that are popular combinations. So all of the oils that I told you about can be found in the Home Essentials kit or the Family Essentials kit. And there are a couple differences with those. So I'll get into that in a second. Or you can just purchase the $35 membership and you add on a la carte the things that you're interested in. So here's the Home Essentials kit. It has the top 10 oils, which I went over. It also comes with a diffuser, which is a great option. The Family Essentials kit is a little bit less, but you only get like a third. It's a good kind of like tester kit. That's the one that I started with because I didn't have any money to start ordering these with. But if I had it to do over, I would just go with the Home Essentials because you get 3 times as much, plus you get a diffuser, which is a really good option. You also get, another option is the Emotional Aromatherapy Diffused Kit. I love this kit for managing emotions, and I have a class on that. If you want to go check that out, it's on teaching emotional intelligence with essential oils. So that's on my channel listing as well. There's another kit that's very popular. It has everything you need to kind of get started and start making over your household. So you save a lot by purchasing them together as a kit. It has the Lumo diffuser, which is my favorite one. It has a little storage box. It has some soap and it has the mouthwash that I talked about, hand wash, a carrier oil, which everybody needs to help evenly distribute the oils if you're using them topically, or if you want to make your own rollerball blends. It has the Breathe Respiratory Stick, which is really good to use over your airways and open them up. It has a lot of things that you're going to need to get started on your natural lifestyle. So I love that kit as well. And you start off fast tracking. So like that incremental increase, it automatically fast tracks you to earning 15% back on all of your purchases. So that's a great option too. Finally, when you enroll with doTERRA, you enroll with a team, right? And so we have a really great team. I love our team. If someone else introduced you to doTERRA, talk to them about where they are with it. If they do the business, you're going to want to enroll with them. If not, I would love for you to join our team and choose one of the paths. You can be a customer, you can be a sharer, or you can be a wellness advocate. And build a business alongside us. We offer mentoring and all kinds of support. So again, if somebody else introduced you to oils, talk to them before you buy. If they don't have an account or anything, you can always just come along with us and we would be happy to have you. So I hope that was a really good overview. Try not to load you up with too much information, but there's a lot of misinformation out there. So the things that I want you to remember are, look for purity and potency. Don't buy inferior oils. Nothing that I say pertains to any other company besides doTERRA. and start just making over your lifestyle. Choose a path that's going to work for you. Choose, if you're the type of person who wants to go all in, go all in. You can do that. If you're the type of person who wants to make one little change at a time, we can help you do that too. I have a class on, like I said, reducing toxicity. If you want to go room by room in your home, and that's going to work for you, do that. You have to make changes that are going to last. So I hope that's helpful. I hope that you have a great day, and we will be in touch soon.